Yeah, there's an investigation going on, and we'll get to that in a second. We're going to talk to the head public information officer, who is going to give us a briefing before and the official press conference at 5 o'clock Eastern. But I just want to set the scene here for you. I just arrived here. Obviously, I was in Hawaii covering the tropical storms and hurricanes. Very windy conditions up here, and you can see that's a huge concern as they're continuing to try to contain the hawk fire, which is at 27% right now. Reno, down the hill here, downtown Reno, where the fire began, up on the mountains over here. You can't quite see it, but we're going to give you more of those visuals. But Ian, I want to show you this before we go get all the pertinent information. Look at how dry all of this is. And you see the brush all just comes right up. This is the activation for the flames. However this fire started, they are in some serious trouble here across the country. And to put this into really, I think, an unbelievable jaw-dropping perspective, there has been over 51,000 active wildfires in the United States in 2026 alone, burning nearly 8 million acres with over 22,000 personnel fighting them. I know that's a lot of numbers, but let that sink in for anyone that's watching and you understand the gravity and the dangers for the men and women out there trying to put these out. And let's just get right to it if we can. Chris Buckley, thank you. You are the PIO for the Hawk Fire,
Absolutely.
and we appreciate you coming on Fox Weather Live right before this press conference. Give us the latest, the headlines, if you will.
Absolutely, yeah. So this is the hawk fire. Started Saturday, early afternoon, and when it started, it was very small just initially, and then because of the winds and the weather and the conditions here, it was off to the races pretty quick. So it grew to thousands of acres, and then a couple days ago, 15,000. That's where it's held for the last couple of days. So we're holding it within that footprint at about 15,000 acres. We're about 27% containment as of now. We got all that yesterday, so crews are working really hard. There's more than 900 people on the ground, in the air, fighting this fire. But with the weather that we have, we got the low humidity, we got the high temperatures, and we've got this wind that's just started to kick up.
Yeah.
That's what the major concern is.
Indeed. And if, are we expecting an uptick on any of the containment numbers, which would be positive, and the acreage at this point, or we're still kind of in that place where these brave men and women are out there fighting, we're waiting?
The main goal right now is to keep the fire within its current footprint. So within that kind of the perimeter that we have so far. And the goal is every day to up those containment numbers. So that's what they're really working on. We've made some good progress in the southern part of the fire. The big problem is kind of in the northeastern part of the fire. That's where those evacuations are still in place. And that's where the crews are really focusing on really, digging those containment lines and reinforcing them. We need those to be strong and fully confident in them before we can let people back into their homes up there.
Speaking of the people, the homes that have been damaged, there has been some injuries. Fill us in on that situation, those numbers, and where we're at.
Absolutely. So as of now, and this number is fluid, it's 32 homes have been destroyed, another 6 damaged. We have damage assessment teams that are on scene. They're the ones that contact the property owners to get that whole process started. So it's, they continue to do their jobs. Those numbers might shift a little bit, but this number, it might go up. And the reason for this is a fire that started in the wildland urban interface, right? So very, very close to a very high population neighborhood, right? It started on a trail above Somerset. That's just west of Reno. So when it started moving northeast along Highway 395. That's a very populated corridor, right? So that was the reason for all the evacuations and the 395 closure initially, because it was coming so close to so many homes so quickly, right? So that was the initial reason to get everybody out. At the peak, there were about 90,000 people that were either displaced or in that get ready zone. That number has dropped by half as of today, and the hope is that we'll just continue to lower and lower that number. But we have to be sure that this fire will stay within that perimeter right now.
Okay, good. Final question, Chris. The investigation. I realize it's ongoing, but what can you tell us for anyone watching?
What we know is this fire was human caused. We don't know exactly the circumstances. It's under investigation right now, but it was started on a trail not far from that Somerset community. So what we know is Mother Nature did not cause this fire. So what we also know is this fire could have been prevented. Right. And with conditions how they are, not only here in northern Nevada, but throughout the country, really, especially here in the West, we have a limited amount of resources across the country. So, all these resources that it takes to fight these fires that, could have been prevented just when people are out recreating. Think about it. It is summer. We want to get outdoors, but just be really, really careful with anything that causes a spark, because now we've seen exactly what the consequences can be.
Yeah. And as I said, those numbers earlier, I mean, over 51,000 wildfires just this year. I mean, and the resources, you just don't have enough human power and planes and everything to fight all this.
No, and we're stretched thin all across the country. You make the call, you get the resource that you can get. You always want more, right? But the less fires that are started, especially by humans, the more resources we have to put out these, because a lot of these are threatening communities, and we've seen firsthand the damage that they can do, and it's devastating.
Yeah, Chris Buckley, the best to you guys, and we're going to head up into some of these affected zones, Ian, very shortly in the next hour, and we're going to try to get close and give you the views of what's exactly happening here in Reno. And again, not the only fire, right? Texas, all over the West, Oregon is blazing right now. It is dry, it's dangerous, and Fox Weather, we're all over it. Back to you.
Yeah, that's great context there, Robert, when you consider that could have been prevented. I was just looking where that Somerset Trail is. That's the consequence of dealing with high fire danger and folks not necessarily doing the right thing. So we know that fight continues. Those northern communities well off to the northwest of Reno. That's Fox Weather senior correspondent Robert Ray in Reno. Thank you.